right, sir, I'm just gonna tip you back as we go up the curb, okay? Go, and up. And as I go back down the curb, I'm just gonna slowly wheel you back. You're gonna tip back now. And I'm gonna roll back and slowly put you down. All right, now I'm gonna show you how to bring a passenger into a door that opens towards you. I'm gonna grab the door with my one hand, open it, I block it with my foot, and then I get my body in front of it, and I just slowly bring the passenger inside the door, and then I close the door when I move my foot. Now to go out a door that opens outwards, I always go backwards, open the door with my foot, block it with my body, bring the passenger out, and if there's a ramp, we go down backwards.
When you're taking somebody using a wheelchair on a ramp, it is very important they're always facing up, because that way if your hands slip because they get sweaty, there won't be a problem, because you can just stop and support the wheelchair with your thighs and then move back on comfortably until you get to the bottom. Although it is usually easier on a rear-loading vehicle to go forwards, some customers for some reason may not like that. So you can either take them on like this, where they're backwards and you would have to turn them around, or unless the customer has a problem with it, it is easier to just take them on facing forwards. When you take your customer onto the platform facing forwards, you then have two options of what to do. On all cases, you must make sure the brakes are on and that the seat belt is done up on the lift. You can either go up on the lift with your customer, in which case you must be on the inside of the wheelchair, and along with one hand on the control, the other hand should be on the yellow handle of the lift. The convenience of doing it this way is when you get to the top of the lift, it's easy to push the client right on, because in a wheelchair such as this one where there are no handles, it's a very difficult situation to bring them on otherwise. When you are hooking up Q-Strengths, you want to make sure that you are hooking them up to a frame, the frame of the wheelchair that is welded in. You cannot put them onto items that are bolted in, such as the tires, as they will pull apart in an accident. The next step is to put on the seat belt. The customer must wear a seat belt. If the customer says no, you inform them that you will not take them unless they agree to put a seat belt on, and that you will just have to unload them and bring them back in, and then nobody from our company will be in a position they can transport them. The seatbelt has to be put on the same way you would be doing it as if you were wearing the seatbelt yourself. It needs to be across their hips and tight across their shoulder. Then check to make sure that the wheelchair is in position by trying to move it forwards or backwards. If it doesn't move, then you're good to go. The proper way when you've finished hooking up your client is to come out the side door, close it, come to the back, stow your lift, close the doors, and then get in and drive away. When you get to your destination, it's time to take your passenger out and undo the seat belt and then take off the Q-Strengths. You need to open the back door, deploy your lift, undo the brakes of your customer or have them do that, wheel them back onto the lift, make sure their brakes are done up, and bring them down. Once the lift is fully down, undo the seat belt, assist the customer off the lift, provide them whatever assistance they need to get where they are going, bring your lift up and stow it. Make sure you do up the seat belt or it will not work properly.